Welcome. Hi, Kenny. Good to see you. So I decided, hopefully it's not blurry for you guys, my little thumbnail, but hopefully it's not blurry for you guys, my little there we go. Hey, Shannon. So I decided to go ahead and color in, let me grab it, in Camilla de Erico's mermaid book. So here we go. I'm trying to keep on the mermaid theme a little bit. Hey, Renee. Thanks for joining. Good to see you. So I think let's go ahead and get started. I hope you guys are doing well since Shannon's stream not very long ago. Shannon, so does that mean that you're not, are you gardening today or not? Can't stay long. Oh yeah, no worries. I'm just glad to see you for a little bit anyway. It's always good to see you. Anyway, so I did a little bit of, oh, and I'm using Prismacolors. Hey, Pickle. So I did, we don't get vegetable gardens here. So, well, excuse me, some people do. I'm not one of those people. So, yeah, I just don't do, maybe if I had like a drip system or something, but it's just too much work here. Okay, Shannon. I am so jealous though. That's why I'm asking you all about your garden, because I've always wanted one, you know, and I've tried and they just don't do very good. And so whenever I hear about somebody else doing a garden, it just my ears perk up because I'm just always excited, you know, to kind of find out what you guys are up to. But I planted flowers yesterday. I just nothing exciting, just those little, if you know what vinca are. Um, Here we call them periwinkles, but you kind of have to have something that does really good in the summer heat, you know, in the full sun. So that's what I planted yesterday, and it was kind of a toss up between that and coreopsis is another thing that does really good. Yeah, see, Kenny, yeah, I know you guys too. It's just, you know, I had my husband had built me a raised bed on the far end of the yard. And hey, Jamie, good to see you. Um, Jamie's a awesome gardener. Hey, Sherry, thanks for joining. So yeah, he built me a raised garden, and I had my hopes up. This was a couple years ago, and I was all kinds of ready, you know, for action, and it was just a dud. So, I did the best I could. Even things that should grow here, like zucchini, like I think everybody can grow zucchini. I just, the blossoms would fall right off. And yeah, it was a disaster, guys. So that was the end of that. So I'm like, you know what? So now I'll throw some seeds in there of things I know will grow. And that's about as much attention as that gets, you know, not very much attention. So anyway, so Renee, how's your Molly? I can't remember what it's called. Molly May? Is that what it's called? How's that going? If anybody doesn't know, that's what Renee's doing. So check out her IG. She's got a hashtag going on there. If you want to tell them about that in chat, that'd be fine. I'm a chaos gardener, says Pickle. Oh, that's awesome. You know what? That's probably honestly what I should do as well, is just like throw a handful of seeds and just see what happens, you know? Oh, that's awesome, Renee. I've seen your pictures are really pretty. I haven't done anything on the hashtag. This is only my second mermaid. I mean, I guess we're calling this a mermaid. I suppose if it's in this book, it's a mermaid. I don't know. It looks, She's got kitty cat ears, so I'm not really sure what she is. Hey, Noelle, thanks for joining. These are like the strangest little creatures, but they're so fun. And I don't know what I'll do in the background here. I don't know if I'll ignore these little mermaids is one mermaid more than I have done, so congratulations on that. That's awesome, Pickle. Yeah, I am I feel like I'm behind this month. I really do. I've got, you know, quite a few things in the works, but not, you know, not a whole lot completed. Dana, hey. Good to see you. It's awesome to see you. Welcome, welcome. So, kind of just going with the aquas here. So I noticed right between Shannon's stream and this stream, I noticed it looks like my I went on to you know, the different true crime channels that I follow, and I just real quickly looked to see what was going on in my Chad Daybell trial, and so it looks like the state has rested, so that should be interesting. And I know his kids are getting ready to probably testify you know, for the defense, and I can't imagine what they can say that would possibly make a difference, but yeah, exactly, Renee. That's so cool. So back and forth, it sounds like on the hashtags. Very cool. And Dana, what do you have going on? If you want to put that in chat, that'd be awesome. Tell about your hashtags. Go ahead and promote. Dana's always doing really, really cool things. Do you say, I can't remember if it's, do you pronounce it Dana or Donna? I am so sorry. I think it's Dana, I think, but then I hear other people pronounce it too, and I don't want to get that wrong. I'm sorry. But yeah, please do put what you're doing in chat. Anybody else too? I like this color combo. Anything that's like blues, like soft blues and greens, I'm all about that. I just think they're so pretty. Hannah. Oh, so I got it right. I was pretty sure I did, and then I doubted myself. Okay, thanks, Dana. But anything with like blues and greens, any kind of like sea colors, I love, you know. Forever Friends May 2024 and Pink Dragons for Dana 2024. Awesome. Thank you for that. I loved your pink dragon that you did. Yeah, they sort of do. Yep, they sure do explain themselves. Thanks for posting that. But I saw your dragon that you're working on. I'm thinking was it in the same book? Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera. I think it might be in the same book, but I don't remember. Or one of Camilla's books anyway, but it was turning out so pretty. So I got my Million Mermaids picture done, so that was at least good. Oh, that's right, Beauties and Besties. Yep, gotcha. Okay, take care, Renee. Be safe driving, by the way. Hi, Connie. awesome to have you join. But yeah, I got that one done, and then I was kind of looking at Denise Collette, the mermaid book there, to do something there. So that's probably next on my agenda. I'm not sure. And I'm thinking it would be fun to use on one of these pages. It'd be so fun to use some sort of like metallic paint or something, but so far I haven't got that adventurous with it. So Connie, your page was looking beautiful this morning. I love those hummingbirds. We have tons of hummingbirds here, and I don't put out a hummingbird feeder, but they love the little flowers, you know, from my vines. So I'm kind of lucky that way that we have a little bit of activity there from the hummingbirds. But my neighbors all put up the little hummingbird feeders. But what's really cool is they love my little pond. They love to get little bits of water, you know, from that. And I just love watching them so much. Hey, Sue. So glad you were able to come and join out in the chat. Good to see you. But yeah, they're so fun. And then we've had a couple that have nested on our back porch. We see them different places in our backyard, but we've got this one sort of, oh, I don't know, it's like a wind chime. Well, really, it's like a little fairy wind chime. Oh, okay, Sue, gotcha. You are always working, it seems like. You are, I think you work too hard is what I think. But thanks for joining anyway. But yeah, we had a nest on top one of our little wind chimes on our back porch. And it kind of made a nest that straddled the string. It was like the weirdest little thing. And then they would come back year after year, and they would just build like if you can picture the nest here, the next year they wouldn't exactly use that same nest. They'd build like on top of that, and then on top of it, and on top of it. So we have like this tower of hummingbird nests. It's like really weird, you know. And a couple times we've gotten on a little, you know, ladder and looked in there, but I try to leave them alone, you know. Hey, Callie, thanks for coming to the stream. We sure do appreciate you. Oh, you're getting lots of subs here, Dana. Let's see here. She's a good one to follow too. She's awesome. And I love her personality in her videos. If you guys haven't seen her before, she's got such a fun, like inviting, positive personality. So she's fun. All right, so I think I will call that good. I'm trying to think on her, like I think maybe I'll do a real bright pink on her hair. I'm not sure yet. I think that might be pretty. That's what's kind of cool about things like, you know, these books and mermaids in general, is you really have the liberty. Well, really, you can color anything the color that you want to, you know, really. But I really especially feel that way with the mermaids. Like, just go for it and do whatever you want, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and grab these eyes real quick here. That one you can hardly see. Alrighty. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is this green here. There we go. Because I know Kenny doesn't want to stare at dead eyes. Am I right? I learned that, so I got that filled in. I'm not doing her yet, but at least the one I'm working on. because I don't know what color hers are going to be. Actually, I'm going to fill this whole thing in, and then I can come back and do the white later on that. Make it kind of like a cat eye, I guess. A little bit. Actually, maybe a little bit more here. There we go. That's not too bad. And then same thing with this. I'll come back and do the white on that, I think. Kenny. Oh my goodness. All right. This little guy's so cute. I mean, the image is cute, not necessarily how I'm coloring it, but the image is cute. So a little bit of like a green in there. Chartreuse, there we go. Hey, Mona, thanks for joining. Awesome to have you here with us on the stream. I was almost toying with the idea of a little bit of a later stream. I don't know if that would work for you guys or not. I like this time. It's just a little smack dab in the middle of my day. So let me know if that... Oh, thank you, Dana. Yeah, it's a little catfish. You know what? Let's grab... I'm going to color his ears. At least that's what I'm calling him, a little catfish. Her version of a catfish, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little deco peach right in here and color the insides of his ears there a little bit. There we go. That probably helps a little bit to add a little bit of sweet color to his ears. You know what, while I have it, I'm going to go ahead and do this to... So weird. I don't know what color a mermaid cat ears are, but I guess I'll figure that out as I get to it. Okay, thanks, Shannon. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I like this time a lot, but it does seem like I might, when I did that impromptu the other day, I kind of liked that time. Is Jill here? Did I see that? Jill, hello. Thanks for joining. Jill's been busy, so I'm glad to have her here. And for those of you that don't know, that's my sister. And she just got back from her granddaughter's wedding in Utah. And so she's been busy. Yes, you have been MIA, but that's okay. No problem. Jill's been working on a lot of art journals lately. She showed me one yesterday that it was a page that had burlap in it, which I would think would be really difficult to do painting in it, but she did a really good job. So pretty. Okay, there we go. We won't forget you, Jamie. That's sweet. She's hard to forget. She's kind of a personality, let me tell you. This book, it took me forever to finally, it is nice to, thank you, Kenny. Yeah, I agree. It's so nice to have her in the stream, definitely. She's always so supportive. Yeah, she just is. Yeah, it took me forever to get this book because I don't know, the images, there's so many crazy, like the um fish on top their heads and all that. It took me forever to get on board with these, but um they're really pretty fun. I don't know what took me so long. I guess I tend to be a little bit more conservative sometimes on what I color. I should branch out a little bit. Hey Dawn, thanks for coming to the stream. So good to see you. So anyway, okay, let's see. So the hubby is off to Costco. And Jill, is your husband off to Costco right now too? So if you guys remember last time I let him go by himself, he came back with that big old cheesecake. So I'm a little afraid. He threatened to buy drumsticks. You know those those stupid whatever they are, ice cream, treats that you get from like the ice cream man or whatever. Whatever. Yeah, you know what drumsticks are. But yeah, he saw those and he's like, "Oh man, I think we need these." And I'm thinking, I don't think we need those. Right? Giant desserts are coming. Jamie knows. That's right. Yeah, I'm a little fearful, but I told him, yeah, Dana, and if you have oh man, if you have Costco near you, they have the best cheesecakes. But anyway, he knows not to do that again. So hopefully he won't. Hopefully he won't come home with any sweet treat, because I did have a little talk with him about I don't need any more temptation in my life. I really don't. Oh, you know what, Kenny? It's actually kind of done. So the drywall completed and the cleanup's completed, and now my husband is actually doing the painting of the spots that where the holes, had to be repaired in our walls and stuff. So yeah, so he worked on that a bit last night and he did a really good job. Looks good. I felt guilty for not helping with that, but I did all the cleanup, so I think I was a helper. So, hey, Carol, thanks for joining. The biggest desserts, for sure, Kenny. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, so that really, I don't have anything exciting to talk about in the way of construction because that's it there. Now, what I do have is I've got kind of a pile of stuff on my dining room table that I need my husband to go through. It's things that I don't want that came out of the closet. And so I'm hoping that he'll find it in his heart to get rid of some of the things and let go, and so that we can move on and have more room in some of those closets. So wish me luck on that, because yeah, that was I'm not a saver. Really, he's not a saver either, but there's just certain things. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Jamie. But anyway, so yeah, hopefully we'll purge some of that stuff because gosh, too much. And then the other thing that I haven't even looked at in my son's closet, we have just tons of. Right, Kenny, thank you. Yeah, me too. That was just a kind of it was a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. Not for me per se, except for the cleanup, but just for the construction crew. I guess I didn't know it was going to be that involved. So, I am so thankful it's over. Yeah. Do you, Dana? Yeah. So, I don't know. We've got we've got a closet in my son's room. You know, he's an adult and off on his own and whatnot, but um, too many things in that closet. Let me grab a sip of water real quick. Too many things in that closet need to go. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you right now, like just a bunch of junk that needs to go. So I'm hoping that after we, you know, first things first, let's get rid of the things that, you know, came out of these closets and yeah, once that's, yeah, after the dust is settled for sure. That is my next project because I feel like I'd love to have some more room, you know. The coolest thing, oh, drywall dust is the worst. It gets in everywhere. Like, I kid you not. I washed, you know, yeah, inside cupboards that weren't even near the drywall dust, but it just manages to get in everywhere. It's horrible. So, eh. So there you have it. But yeah, I'd love to be able to get a little bit more purging done while we're in the mood. But I am kind of lucky because I have this place near us that's it's actually a used bookstore, but they take other things as well, and like collectibles and things like that. It is so powdery, yeah, for sure. Um, but yeah, I love to take things in there and trade it in, and then they have from time to time some really good coloring books. And so that's a good incentive to go through things and get rid of them, because if I can trade them in, like I said, it's a bookshop slash collectible shop, you know. But yeah, if I could get rid of some of that and add to my coloring book collection, you know, one so it's not really like I'm totally clearing up space. I'm just adding to the part of the um, space that I want to. How's that? I mean, come on. Can we really ever have too many coloring books? I don't think so. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So that's kind of the plan there. Dawn, this is the Mermaid book. It's Mermaids and Other Sea Creatures, and it's by Camilla to Erico. Here, let me move it up there a little bit so you can see her name at the bottom, maybe. Yeah, right, Jamie. Yeah, it's hilarious to us, not so much to my husband, who's probably like, really, do we need more coloring books? Are you sure about that? No, he's really a good sport. He really is. But I always feel bad, like when something else comes in the house, like, really? Are you sure about that? Did you really think that through? Yeah, it really did turn out nice, Jill. I'm trying to remember, was that it wasn't a Jane Davenport journal. What kind of a journal was it? But it has all different kinds of pages in it, so it kind of forces you to work on different textures. Excuse me if you guys heard that little burp, I do apologize. That was kind of no bueno. But I was impressed. I thought it turned out really good. So I think these little, what do you guys think? Does this show up enough, this chartreuse bit, you know, in the, whatever we're calling these, I don't know what we're calling those. Oh, you're welcome, Dawn. Dina Wakely, right. It escaped me there for a moment. But do these stand out enough, or do I need to go over that with a paint pen? What do you guys think? Because I would like it to kind of stand out. Joe doesn't mind. Yeah, the boxes. Yeah, I know, my husband too. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow, that's a lot of stuff. I don't think I knew. I don't knew did I know that they had watercolor paper in it? That's kind of cool, really, but the burlap, not so much. I mean, it looks really good the way that you go over it with paint pen. Okay, thank you, Jill. I don't know that I could do that. That just seems like too much of a texture to work on. Coloring book pages are enough. Boxes are always way bigger than they need to be. But I'll bet your cat likes to play in the boxes, am I right? Because they always like that more than they like actual toys, usually. Typically. Yeah, no joke, for sure. Well, this isn't necessarily the most exciting page on the planet. And I would do the pen, but I will smear it, so it definitely needs to be completed, you know, at the end, or added at the end, rather. Unless you hide treats in them. Oh, she's a stubborn little cat, is she? Okay, I see. Ours used to just always go right for those, you know. It just cracked me up. Or anything that you're currently working on, they have to be like right in the middle of that. I can remember with our cats, like trying to wrap presents, that was the worst. Because you'd spread out the wrapping paper and then yours love boxes, Connie. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I had my one cat, Stella, and let me tell you, her name was Stella Nina, which is after Paul McCartney's daughter, one of his daughters. I know, a little bit of a nerd there, but yeah, she used to always get in the middle of wrapping paper. It used to drive me up the wall. And then roll over on her back like she was so cute. Yeah, sea pickle. Yep. Yeah. If they can make a mess, that's ideal. You know? Cats. Ripping all the wrapping paper. Of course she does. Stella was a sweetie, though. Aside from the wrapping paper, she was a pretty sweet cat. Okay. Okay, so what, thinking ahead here, what color background? So if I, you know, keep going with this, hello. Yeah, yeah, no slapping. Okay, so we see the colors here, but then on her, I'm thinking like you know, some different shades of pink. So what color for the background do you think? Like, do I go with the water background since it's, you know, sea critters, or what do you think? Nala would just bite you, I bet. She'd be like, I don't think so. Just a tiny little bit of this chartreuse there. Connie, I was going to ask you because I know you've done a lot of pictures out of this book. Is it my imagination, or do I remember you saying that water mediums don't work very well in this book? Am I right about that? Or did I imagine that, or was that somebody else? I was thinking about going in with some Neo 2s, but then I mean, I guess I could always just test it out, but seems like it's pretty water effect. Okay, thanks, Callie. Yeah, okay, Jamie, yeah. Yeah, that might be good. Do orange for the hair and blue water background. Ooh, that sounds pretty too. I was trying to get away from the orange hair just because it seems like we always do. It seems like mermaids always get colored. Well, not always, but a lot of times get colored red or orange hair. And so it's kind of avoiding it just because I didn't want to do the stereotypical like Ariel colors, but that would be really pretty. Oh, pickle. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, that is where my brain would go to as well. That is hilarious. Okay, so Connie says that was you. Oh, that's weird. Some pages went well and others did not. Was it a matter of some of her books were different, or is it a matter like page to page it was different? Just curious. Pickle's a mess. Always. Yeah, let's avoid the yellow water. Let's avoid the yellow water. Let's avoid the yellow snow. None of the above. What would you like just die if I came back and did that? Like had okay, had the blue background, but then just like this little yellow stream. Would that be bad? I just cannot do water in books. Gotcha. Okay. Oh my gosh. People. It would be kind of funny, and then it would have a story behind it, you know? That's not a bad thing. It's always good to have little stories with your pictures, right? A little backstory. That is so true, Kelly. Yep, I agree with you. Yep. Hot messes is not a bad thing. Oh, that's right, Dana, you did. And that really did, your water turned out so pretty. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. That's probably the same. Pickle. Oh, I don't know. You know, she looks so innocent, so it was probably her. She's probably just trying to look like, I'm so sweet. I wouldn't dare do something like that. You can't blame it on me. That's what I think, but you know. Okay, gotcha, Pickle. Gotcha. I think the other thing that I was always sort of afraid of in her books, if you want to say that, is they're all very sketchy, and it kind of like a lot of them look like they're drawn with pencil, and I don't know, it just always sort of. Well, Jen, hello. Good to see you. Awesome. So good to see you. Yeah, well, hot messes are good. That's okay. Rainbow. Okay. Well, then people wouldn't know what it is, Pickles, so I don't know. She does have the most adorable face. I agree. Yep. All right. Really, all the little girls in these books, I think, have the sweetest little faces. She has some just sort of, she has a way of making things look adorable, doesn't she? I mean, you couldn't go wrong with like any one of these pictures. Jen, I hope you got some good rest today. Alrighty. Okay, and then I'm always asking you guys stuff. So this right here is part of the sea creature. I think, okay, yeah. All this bit here is like a tail, I think. And then this little bit of strand is her hair, right? This is like all part of, yeah, that's more of this. Like, yeah, you know what? Like this, right? It's part of, it's like the same, whatever that is, like little, yeah, okay. Thank you, Kenny. Well, Pickle, you better get after it, and I'm going to be really disappointed if I don't see some rainbow peas. So, I'm going to be watching. Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah, that's what I'm just going to color it now so I don't accidentally not remember to, you know, that's what this is, because it almost could be hair. So that's the thing that's confusing about some of these images. That anyway, okay, so now I know what that is, so I should not get too confused. I think. Okay, let's get back to business here. That is, that's the worst. Flight delays are the worst. Yeah, definitely. Eat and hydrate. I agree. It's like travel is exhausting enough, and then when you throw in some flight delays, it's just too much. It just is. Mm. Sorry for the sniffle there, guys. Forget that part there. Were your dogs so excited to see you? Were you like, were they just loving life? Mom's back. Aw, very cool. Bye, Jill. Thanks for stopping by. She's off to get some of that Costco cheesecake, probably. She's just not fessing up, but it's okay. We're on to her. That was their plan, I think, for today too, is to go to, it feels like a Costco kind of day around these parts. I was really glad I was able to stream. Gosh, I woke up with I had a little bit of a tummy ache last night, and then woke up with it too, and it went away as the day went on, and I was really glad because I really wanted to stream and chat with you guys. So, oh, very nice. Very, very nice. It's been a while since Costco's had some good coloring books. Like every once in a while you'll see them. Like I remember seeing some of Lulu Mayo's books there, like, you know, over the years, but I haven't seen any in the longest time. And heaven knows my husband's not going to tell me, he's not going to look for me. And I probably wouldn't want him to. Let's be real. He wouldn't know what he's looking for. Never mind. Never mind. Bless his heart. Okay, when you start off with bless his heart, you know that it's I wouldn't mind a cheesecake delivered. Right, gotcha. I don't know how that works, but gotcha. At his work, they had I don't know. They sent him these files of coloring book pages, but you can only imagine what they look like. Like they were the typical, you know, Zen doodly kind of things, and they all had messages on them, like, you know, relax, you know, stay calm, you know, all the things, because it was like a work related thing. So they told everybody, you know, print them off and, you know, da 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 da. So he brought me home this printed, like this real thick, like he wasted too much copy paper, but that's what they, you know, that's what they were told to do, you know, print this off and then we want to see your pages and blah blah blah. And I didn't fess up that it was the worst pictures, but I felt bad. And he was so proud, like, look what I brought you, all these coloring bits. But I, you know, I guess when you get it, you get it, you know. Well, that is so true, Jen. Yeah, you cannot be telling people to relax. It doesn't work like that, for sure. I'll relax when I darn well want to relax, but yeah, they were just the most hideous pictures and but he was so proud. Yes, you know what, Jamie, it was so thoughtful. Okay, you know what? Now I sound like a bad wife, don't I? Like he brought me this back. I didn't mean it like that. But oh, he was so proud of himself. But you're right, very, very thoughtful. Same as when someone says calm down, for sure. Yeah. And actually, one other time they gave him an actual little coloring book. Same thing. It was kind of similar to like a, I don't know, like a little Dollar General or dollar store coloring book, but still, you know, I guess, and also maybe kudos to them for trying to help their employees in a small way, but um, more money would have been a good way to reward your employees too. But hey, who am I? I don't work there. He does get points. Okay, now I'm feeling like a heel a little bit. He does get points. He always gets points though. He's a good hubby. He's a really, really good hubby. He's the kind, he's supportive in no matter what, and he's just a doll. So at least a silver star. What? Oh, maybe Kelly. Yeah, I'm talking like it's been years since I've seen him, but yeah. But they used to have them, and I used to think that was kind of a cool thing. So it always makes me want to go through the books a little bit just to see if I'm missing out on any coloring books. But I am never missing out because I never have them anymore. Really? You don't have them at your Walmart, Kenny? That's interesting. We do here. I'll be darned. Well, that's too bad, you know? Walmart, I thought they all kind of did the same thing. That's interesting. Huh. Alrighty. We have like all the mythographic books at Walmart. We've got, oh, like the last time I was there, I saw that old Golden Girls coloring book. Yeah. I'm surprised they don't have that, Callie and Kenny. That's interesting. Kirby they have there too. Yeah, they do. Um, I'm trying to think. That's probably it. They there's one of the Walmarts that has Coloring Heaven, but I don't know how they're not consistent on it, but they don't seem to be. But I think part of that might be that maybe, I mean, you got to know that they're signed up to get those. So, you know, I'm pretty sure that they probably get all of them. But I think what probably happens is that maybe they just sell out real fast when they get them. I'm not sure. But huh, I don't know. That's really weird. I would have thought that Walmart would have been consistent across the board. That's really odd. But and I've only one time, oh no, excuse me, I've seen twice Lulu Mayo books at Walmart, but I think those definitely sell out real quickly. Yeah. But you know who does have some pretty good little coloring books is my Joanne. They have Coloring Heaven, and sometimes they'll have Coloring Haven. That's kind of hit or miss with whether they have those. Yeah, definitely, Don. Go check your Walmart and see if they have something that you're interested in there. But and there's a lot of books that I'm not interested. I'll be I'll be real, but yeah, Joanne has, in mine, they have quite a lot, but what really aggravates me is they have this display. It's like that stacked display, but they have them stacked too many at once. So you literally have to like rifle through all the coloring books to be able to see what's there. And they don't even have blue jean shorts. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so they definitely do have them, you know. But I really it drives me up a wall to have to go through them that way. And the other thing that drives me nuts is when they're on that bottom shelf, because it's too hard to bend, or even if you can bend, it's too embarrassing to bend for like any amount of time, you know, and look at these books. So I don't know. I wish they had a better system, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. At least sometimes they have books. But that's where I got which one? My Teresa Goodridge Gnome Sweet Gnome I got there at Joann's. Rotating shelves, is that what it's called? Although they don't seem to rotate, they just put them in one in front of the other, and whatever's buried in the back is buried in the back and probably never gets looked at. But yeah. Anyway, oh well. At least they have them. I mean, there's just, sadly, I feel bad that there's just, bookstores are just not a thing like they used to be. Do you guys go to Barnes and Noble very often? And if so, do they have lots of good things? Exactly, Jen. That is exactly, you did not imagine wrong. Yeah. Do I like to shop, Dawn? You know, strangely enough, I really don't. I am not a good shopper. That's why I'm not at Costco with my hubby. He would have waited, if I wanted to go, but I really don't like to shop very much. Oh, the shelves move. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. Nope. That would be helpful, but that's not what they have. But but anyway, yeah, Barnes and Noble I'll hit every once in a while. Um, and they have Coloring Heaven as well. They don't have Coloring Haven. Well, excuse me, they don't have a display for them, but they sometimes get them in there. Oh, is that right, Dana? Yeah. Yeah, they tend to have a lot of those doodle books, don't they? I agree with you on that. I think a lot of those they have on those like clearance bins, a lot of the doodle type books they have, you know, marked down for whatever, $8 or whatnot. And you know, probably none of that is anything that we want. But hey, and that's another store that uses the bottom shelf. Speaking of the you know, the derriere in the air. So yeah, that's the other one. So you know what I do is I go grab a chair, like a close by chair, and I park it right next to the shelf, and I just go through the books that way, because I am sorry, but I'm not gonna go about it that way. I'm just not. Oh my goodness. I'm making some good progress, you guys. I'm almost done with the top side anyway here. I know, Jamie. I feel like that too. Yeah, they're just, and it's interesting. Like when we all first started, didn't we all buy a doodle book or two because we didn't know better? You know? Yeah, I know what you mean, Noelle. Not necessarily the best choices. Not even if it was free. Yeah, I'm just certainly not going to color those. But I feel like back in the day, you know, when I very first started, that's, you know, I'd kind of look at all of them, and it was also kind of overwhelming. And oh, yeah, I guess I'm supposed to want to color that. But you know, it doesn't take much time to realize that it's not your thing, I guess. But is there really anybody that likes those kinds of books? I don't think so. And yet they don't seem to pick up on that, you know? Oh well. Hey, I guess whatever they do to make a buck. Oops. Sorry. Didn't mean to bump. Happy to help. I remember you jumped from patterns right to Kirby when you first started. Pickle, yeah. Oh my gosh. From one fun thing, one crazy thing to another. So helpful, yeah. Oh, that's sweet. They were thinking about you, weren't they, Jen? That's always nice to be thought of. Definitely. Definitely, definitely. I remember when I very first started coloring, I would go to a lot of Dee Dee Willingham streams, and she colored in, you know, like anamorphia and imagomorphia, and I missed something here. Was it $100? Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Airport stuff is not cheap, for sure. I'm gonna try to stay away from that stuff if you can. That's hilarious. Um, but yeah, I remember being so excited when I went to Barnes and Noble. Like, you know, that's where I thought to go, and they had all those Kirby books, and I was so excited. Like, oh, I can get, you know, stuff like Dee Dee has and color in those books, and then I figured out pretty quickly that I wasn't a very good Kirby colorist. So, But you know what? In all fairness, back in those days, he had a lot of those, you know, little hidden items and stuff too. And so that's just not my jam. I feel like his artwork has changed in a direction that I like better than those for, you know, those earlier books. Same price as the M&Ms. Yep. Gel pens and super tips. Yep. Oh, thank you, Kenny. You're too sweet. Thank you. You know what? It's a fun little happy. I sound like I can't think of his name. Little happy trees. It's a happy little picture of color, so I'm kind of having fun with it, and I'm enjoying my colors. But yeah, not too shabby. Yeah, stay away from airport junk because you're gonna you're gonna spin an arm and a leg. Oh my gosh. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna call it. Thank you so much for joining. It was fun hanging at Bob Ross. Thank you, Callie. Oh my gosh. You know what? It's my old person heads. Yeah, something. Yeah, Bob Ross. My old person brain, you know, kicking in where I can't remember stuff. Yeah, that happens about 100 times a day, but you know. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I had so much fun. If you do me a favor and give this a like, I would appreciate that too. And I will see you guys on my next video. Thanks for hanging out. Bye, everybody. Me too, Dana. Bye now.